All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Right there. 54 Mike. I got him.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Haskins to throw on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go again. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Yeah.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Snell. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 11th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
second down. Haskins going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 16.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. Now a first carry for their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey,
Zoo. 57's the mic. Ready?
Hey, that's good.
Sling.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This interception would go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 36, Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bailey. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the 16, Haskins. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Red 80. Sponge. No.
Back to throw, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Jim. 64. Weak. 80. 5.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to find Cobbs here. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Jets.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Snell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Outside. Mike 50. Red 80. Hey, Alpha.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 59. Mike is 59. Red 80. Squeeze, double. 36. Red 80. Check 50. Red 80.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offensive backfield has been something else in this game. What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
third down. Here's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a give right side. It's Simmons. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
It's now third and less than a yard.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Get that scoop! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that quarterback! Let's get the set!
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, Haywood! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies red, ain't he?
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
He's checking credit.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Snell going to try the right side. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be second and goal.
We're going to sign. 57 to Mike. Twist.
personnel yet again. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
57's mine.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Good work, boy. Let's go. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist, twist. Kill, kill, kill. Echo, echo.
From the 27, Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10, and he'll give it here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on 1st down. Simmons. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
I got you. I got you.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bailey. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Geis going right. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
That's it, baby. We got 6.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Mike 53. Here we are.
On 2nd down now, it's Simmons. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Haskins. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Go, go. 57, Mike 57. Man, I got it.
Darnold from the gun. And look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Back. Hayward. SOS. Mike 5-4.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This is Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
54. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Shit.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Set, hut. 15 on it. Watch the run. Tighten up. Swing. Slam.
Geis. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Mike, 57. I'm here all day. Red lady. Hey, Charlie.
Now Darnold. That's taken in by Callaway. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus wind, no wind, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the